On today's episode, we're going to be discussing the topic of biblical entrepreneurship principles to teach your kids. And we're joined by Ken Carfagno and his 11-year-old son, Kenny. So this is the first father and son interview we've had. Ken is an entrepreneur, just an incredible father, has just really challenged me to just, we talk about work-life balance, but and just balancing out time with business and with family, but Kenny spends a ton of time with his kids and just doing incredible, like wacky, crazy, fun activities with them. You can see some of the videos at DADNAMICS.com. Where he's, doing cart races through the through the grocery store to get away from alligators and just all kinds of fun stuff that he's doing. But you're going to really just benefit from this interview today. So Ken and Kenny, welcome to the Theology of Business podcast.
Thank you very much, Darren. We're blessed to be here.
Absolutely. Kenny, have you ever been on the radio before?
No.
Awesome. Well, this is your radio debut. I'm sure of many more interviews to come. Well, Ken,
we just did our first podcast interview ever, and we got a chance to talk about our business. Not our business. I'm the consultant. Whose business?
Mine.
Yes. It's his business, Kenny's TKO. And apparently there's a lot of other parents out there that want to learn how they could start this for their own kids. And we just talked about that in the podcast. It's going to be released on the Theology of Business. He's doing all right. I knew he was doing rabbit ears. So it'll be released on the Theology of Business website. And it's going to be a lot of fun. And that was the boys, I tell you, can't stop them from yawning and picking their nose on camera. Yeah. So anyway, our first podcast. All right, you're out. You're done. Over. And we did our podcast here in the luxurious office of under Kenny's bunk bed. Yep, he's excited. I gotta turn this off because he's getting crazy. All right. Over and out.
Ken, anything you wanted to say before we sign off here?
I think it's critical that we as parents not only teach this stuff, but we model it. We have to do what we're teaching. And we're talking to an audience mostly, I think, made up of entrepreneurs. So, if you're doing a business, have fun with your own business. How can you teach having fun to your son if you can't have fun yourself?